Hi friends, in this video we are going to see how to draw graphs using the Python programming. We are going to use the library called Pandas. See, this is Google Sheet. I have created some data in this Google Sheet. From here we are going to download, click on the file, then download and get this comma separated values file dot csv. After getting that one, go to the collab and click on the file and wait for the connection. When you get the connection, click on the file and open. Now you got the file. Just click on the rename. I am giving the name as data.csv. Here we have created the file using Google Sheet and going to the file, download, and we got .csv file. Using that file we uploaded here and close this one. Now see here, we are going to plot the graphs using pandas. What are the graphs we are going to draw here? See, line graph, bar graph, horizontal and vertical both, histogram and density plot, scatter plots. These are the graphs in this video we will see. We will write simple programs and we will see the output for those programs. See, this is the basic prototype for our programs. So these are the 4 lines which are common in all those 5 graphs. These are the common lines of code. First one, import pandas as PD. We are importing the pandas library as PD. This is the nickname for that pandas library. We are importing pandas and giving the name as PD. Repeating again, we are importing pandas and giving the nickname as PD. So you can give any name. I am here giving the PD as a name for these pandas. Here onwards, whenever I need pandas, instead of writing pandas, I will only be writing PD. We'll go to the second line of code, import matplotlib dot pyplot. This entire thing we are taking as a renaming. We are giving a nickname as PLT for this entire thing. In the next time, instead of using this matplotlib.pyplot, we will be using only PLT. See, first one importing the pandas, and the second one importing the matplotlib library. See the third line of code, data frame is equal to pd dot read underscore csv is the function we are using to read the CSV file data. Next line, fourth one, which is important for plotting the graphs. Data frame dot plot. We are using the function plot. There are some parameters. First one here we are using kind. What kind of plot you want? So give here the name of the plot in quotations, in single quotes, bar graph. If you want bar graph, you use the bar graph. X equal to this is the x-axis. What do you want to keep on the x-axis for the graph? So for the graph, there is an x-axis and y-axis. In the x-axis, keeping the roll number, and in the y-axis, taking the Telugu as a subject. It has some marks. You will see what is there under the column Telugu and what is there in the under the column roll number. See here, we are creating import pandas as PD. Next one, import matplotlib pyplot as PLT. And fourth one, df is equal to pd dot read csv. This is the path I got from the file. Go to the folder and copy the path here. Then paste that path here. That is the path I am keeping here. Now print that data frame. So I will remove the output once and let us see the output again. So this is the output. Here is the table data. We are calling this as data frame. Roll number, name, class, some subjects and its marks. And in this here also subjects and age also we have, attendance also we are taking. These are the columns and the data. We are going to use this data for creating the graph. See the next one, creating a plot with pandas by reading the CSV file. See these common lines, these are the common lines in all the programs. So remember these lines, and this is the function we change for every program. So what we change, we may change the kind on x-axis and y-axis. Here x-axis is the name and y-axis is the age. Okay, so what kind of graph it is? Bar graph. See, only this one we are going to change in all these programs mainly. Then this x-axis name, see x-axis having name and y-axis has age. So from 0 to 30. So just remove and play again, run again. See, this is the output. See all those names on the x-axis and y-axis, it has 30, 25. So what is the age of Matthew? It is about 30. What is the age of Joseph? It is around 25. If you want to see the data, then go and see the what is the age of Matthew. We have seen. Look at that and find from this age column. Okay, you can verify the data from the input data. Next one, second one. See here, it is also a bar graph. Second one also bar graph. First three lines as usual. What kind of graph? We are giving bar graph. And the name, look at the name. X-axis contains the name and y-axis I am giving all those subjects which has marks. Y label and title also. Here you see marks of the student. This is the title, and left side you see marks 100, 80, 60, 40, 20 like that. This PLT dot show is the function of to see the graph. Okay, see here, for each candidate it is giving the marks of all the subjects: English, social, maths, physics, chemistry. So how many we have given? 6. So you can compare the marks of student in each subject. So David has highest marks in each subject, second one, which is English. He got lowest marks in which subject? This last one. Which one? Chemistry. So like that you can compare the marks of any student. Go to the next one. So first 3 lines are common in these programs we are taking. So what is the change here? It is just as above. Only change is bar H. In the above only bar. So if you keep only bar simply, then it is giving the vertical. If you give bar H, then it will be giving the horizontal one. See, look at the graph. It is having the bars horizontally. Go to the next one, line graph. So creating line graph. See here, kind equal to line. Only we are changing the kind and name on the x-axis and marks on the y-axis. See, names on the x-axis. So just click on the one. Names on the x-axis and marks on the y-axis. So green is the Telugu. It's green or blue. It's the Telugu, and yellow English. You can compare the marks of all those students. See here the next one. Each subject in a separate graph. Here we have combined all those marks in a single graph, right? If you want a separate graph for each subject for its marks, see here we are using df.plot. So if you use this command once, you will get a one graph. If you use df.plot 2 times, then you will get the 2 graphs. If you use 3 times, you will get 3 graphs in one output. Okay, first one Telugu, second one English, and third one social studies. So these are the graphs you will get as a single output, right? See Telugu. So you can compare the marks of those students, right? Moving to the next one, creating the histogram. Creating histogram plot. Okay. What kind of graph it is? Histogram. And on which we are taking the graph? Age. So this is the graph for histogram. Just click on the run button. You will get the output. How many of the students have age around 10? Only one student. How many of the students having the age 30? It is 2 students. See, number 2, this is the frequency. There are 2 students who is having the age as 30. Moving to the next one. Can you guess what kind of graph it is? Creating scatter plot. Import pandas as PD, matplotlib dot. These three lines are common, as I told you already. Now look at the plot method. Df dot plot. What kind of graph it is? Scatter graph. What is on the x-axis? X-axis names, and y-axis age and rotation. Is 40. So this slight bending, right? Some slope. This is the angle. So I gave this angle only for the appearance purpose. If we see these names horizontally, we may not uh, find the place for all the names. That's why if you bend, then it will give the space for all those names. That's why we're using the rotation on the x-axis. So click on the run button. So this is the output. So here see, most of the students who are studying BSc having the age around 20s, around 20s, 19, 20, 21. There is a one guy whose age is only 10. There is another person who is having the age 30 and another person having the age more than 30. This is how we can analysis. Next one, density graph, creating density plot. Okay. So first three lines common. So changing the kind, that is density. So click on the run button. You will get the output. This is the density graph. See, most of the students having the age around 20s. So there are some people who is having the age as 10 and 30 also. So this is density and next one is the KD. So both are same. So don't get confused in this KDE. You can use these names as interchange. So what we have seen in this class, we have created some 5 graph. This is the prototype program. So we are taking 4 lines of program to create the graphs of any kind. So we are just changing the kind. If you give here line, you will get the line graph. If you give here the bar, you will get the bar. If you give there hist, then you will get the histogram. Density graph, if you want, keep the kind as density. If you want scatter, then use the kind equal to scatter. So first one, we have created a data frame. We have created a data frame using the CSV file. Then printing that data frame. See the what is the data, what are the columns, or what is the data under those columns, how many rows and columns are there. So creating the graphs one by one. First one we have created bar graph, second one bar graph with multiple subjects. Next one, it is horizontal. What is this? Creating horizontal bar graph. Okay, this is line graph with multiple subjects. Next one, line graph with separate subject, single subject. Line graph is single subject. Next one, histogram. Next one, histogram. And this one, this containing dots, this is called as scatter graph. Okay, density graph. And the last one, same as density, that is KD. Okay, we'll meet in the next class.